Tiger is down.
Oh no, oh no, oh no.
That's actually a massive amount of health lost for the Jeep.
Oh no, but this ATM got overrun.
Gotta take that down. Has to take this down.
There we go.
A wonderful good day, everyone. I hope you are hyped for for day number 1 rather, on the second qualifier of the Meta Plays Operation Torch tournament, and we are in for a real treat. I think this weekend we have an amazing sign-up field with Orange Pest, Kozak, Ray, Jazelyn, so many amazing and good players, but also the B team, or not the S team players, as some would say. They are going strong, and they definitely are craving for a victory. Let's see if they will be able to snag off a win, or maybe even a whole set of the top dogs there. So, are you ready for some action? Because I am. And so let's go straight into game number 1 of the day. And black screen. Why? Here we go. And let's go. Welcome everyone for game number 1 between Ares and Nosmarkov on day number 1 of the Operation Torch qualifier number 2. We are on Viella Fiore, and let's see how this plays out. We have Nosmarkov, our Argentinian behemoth, fighting with the Brits, starting with an infantry section and picking Indian artillery. On the other side, we have Ares, our god of war, how it looks like it, as Wehrmacht, starting with a triple pioneer for more capping power and picking breakthrough and assault grenadiers. Today, no co-casters because reasons. I hope that's fine, Kierpa. Kozak, you have to cope with me. It's interesting to see Brits immediately. Let's see how this plays out, considering that USF is considered to be the strongest allied faction at the moment. But Nosmarkov might be able to make some magic happen. And yeah, both are OG players. I think Ares is not much of a Code 2 player, but he was a big Dawn of War 2 player. Really, really good there. And Nosmarkov, obviously a known player from Code 2. He was always like top 20-ish, I would say. Never able to breach into the top 10, but maybe in Code 3 he will be able to do so. And here we go, first engagement. Infantry section against Grenadiers. Grenadiers a little bit dancing there around, now into green cover. I think Grenadiers should win this opener there. Nosmarkov now kept the point, is going into the building. And I don't think Ares will stick around there for the fight. Yeah. I was wrong. Now Markov is leaving the building because no windows. And now we see a little bit of hide and seek action there on the middle point. Meanwhile, some actions on the right hand side. Double pioneer against the sapper. Oh, the sapper should easily win this. One engineer will definitely get forced off. The other one might actually win this engagement. A lot of damage from the buffed pioneers now. And the royal engineer has to go home. And here we go. Royal engineer is going home. Meanwhile, some more action in the middle. Keep in mind, the building has on this side no windows. Which means, if you stay there, you can easily fire at the enemy and he can't return fire. Meanwhile, we have MGs coming up for both players, which is interesting that Ares already gets an MG after the second Grenadier and not after the third one. MP40 procs there for the Grenadier, but they're really low HP, so I don't think they will be able to win the engagement. Yeah, and here we go, they're getting forced off. Markov, meanwhile, is in a comfortable position. Resource-wise, he's slightly behind, but he was able to win some engagements in the middle, so I think that might change soon, especially now with the MG42 in the middle. But keep in mind that this building has huge blind spots, which means in return the MG won't be able to cover the whole map. Meanwhile, MG. Oh, I dislike this already. Don't do this. MGs have to be behind cover since the TTK changes. It's not position over cover anymore in Code 3, unlike Code 2. So get into cover there. In the early game, it's not the worst thing that could happen, but still. MG got a nice suppression there on the Pioneer and the Grenadier, but Grenadier broke suppression, gets some nice damage against the Sappers. Sappers will probably get forced off. Grenadier tries to sprint into position, will force off the MG and the Sapper, which is an amazing victory there for Ares. Meanwhile, MG is more aggressive, pushing towards the 10-pointer. Oh, MG is going for the capping duty there, how it looks like it. We all love that, Kappa. Meanwhile, we have more MP40s coming in. Section is relatively low HP, so he's not trying to take the engagement, how it looks like it. Meanwhile, Nosmarkov unlocked Warcry, and as all we know, all the cool kids pick Warcry. It's interesting to see no Flamer from Ares, even though he has a triple Pioneer start. By the way, also Veterans 1 has been unlocked by Ares, by Infantry Quarters. Infiltration Grenades, not the best choice there, but it looks like it was still enough to force off the Infantry section. Meanwhile, we have Tier 2 coming up with Luftwaffe Company. MG42 had some nice shots there, but got forced off by the Sappers, how it looks like it. Yeah, but still, right? Even if double, he only played 2 Grenadiers, so... And without the grenade assault, he theoretically had enough ammo for a Flamer. But on the other hand, do you really want to use MP40 Grenadier as a merger? With, in combination with the Pioneer? Probably not, so that makes sense. And now with the Tier 2 up, obviously, Ares needs to play way more conservative with his ammo and try to gain more ammo control. Because Tier 2 is really relying on a lot of ammo. Meanwhile, Nosmarkov has the first Gurkhas out with the Bren upgrade. Beware of the Nepalese. Nepalese or Napoleon? Damn. MG being used as a capping unit. Not going into cover over here. Oh man, that makes me not happy.
We've lost the sector to the enemy.
MG setting up. We'll get in a nice volley.
We're losing a victory point to enemy action.
Map control wise, it's relatively even, but slight ammo control lead for Nosmarkov. But overall, ammo control is really low for both players, which isn't that great considering how much ammo both players need. Brits obviously needing a lot of ammo for the infantry sections upgrade, and if you go for Warcry, you kind of want to utilize that also. Otherwise, you would have went for Valor And Ares, well, double Grenadier with MP40s. Jaeger wants to get a weapon upgrade, and he's now getting a med bunker, which also costs a lot of ammo. Interestingly, from Ares, no LV. Like, no 221, which is really surprising in my opinion, since the 221 is such an amazing unit. And I also would say it's one of the great benefactors of the LV timing nerf, since it's still relatively cheap, therefore its window where it can do damage against until another LV props and you need the tank counter upgrade got extended. But it looks like Ares is not going for a 2-1 whatsoever. He's going straight support elements, and that means he will probably go verbal. Meanwhile, we have Nosmarkov. He's anticipating an LV. He's getting an LT gun. AT gun. No Humber there. Or tech for Stewart. Jaeger's doing Jaeger things. Might get the wipe even. Here we go. Nosmarkov lost the sapper. Obviously, annoying loss, but not the end of the world. But he has to rebuild it. Jaeger will easily get home there. Losing the cap unit though can hurt a lot. And late in the stages you obviously need to rebuild it for the repair speed, and then having a vet 0 sapper obviously is also not really helpful. Mechanized assault group has been unlocked. Let's see if Ares will use it. Even though I doubt it, because he already has the Ostwind in the queue, but then why pick the mechanized assault group? Then you should unlock the flame bombing, which is really like 100 ammo. It's not that expensive, and against support weapon it's great. It's not like as good as Stuka dive bomb, but still.
We're losing a victory point.
Vilbovind is now out. And now, like the Wind, he will push off everything from the field. MG has to retreat, but even then, he might lose it. AT gun is setting up though, so it will cover the retreat of the MG. MG might still get recruit though.
Grenade packages are inbound, Commander.
Oh, he's lucky there. We have grenades on the way, which also means snares for Nosmarkov. I'm not the biggest fan of this upgrade, since it's relatively expensive. But obviously you still need kind of a sort of snare, but double AT gun is probably more effective against the Vilbovind.
Commander, rifle sections have been granted grenades as requested.
Meanwhile, the AT gun is only hitting the barrels or the crates. AT gun is now getting pushed by the MP40 grants, but they will never ever be able to catch up to the AT gun in time. Trooper cap now running in the favor of Ares. So far, Nosmarkov has problems of getting map control. And we have a Shrek upgrade from Ares. This is an interesting choice. I think once he saw the AT gun, and we are now at the minute 11 mark, there is not the risk of an LV. Going for the G43 upgrade is the smarter choice. Oh, and the infantry section wipe. That's a huge loss there for Nosmarkov. And he replaces it immediately, but it will definitely set him back a lot. Second Jaeger's on the way from Ares.
Sector overrun. The enemy has it. We have reserves of infantry.
Breakthrough has been used,
Our ranks, Commander.
but only for the Pioneer that got immediately pushed off.
We have reserves of infantry available to bolster our ranks, Commander.
AT gun gets a nice connecting shot in.
Tide is turning. The enemy is in the lead.
VPs are relatively even. However, with the double cap at the moment in the favor for Ares, he will be obviously pulled ahead there, but it will change soon anyways. Meanwhile, Nosmarkov now unlocked volunteer infantry, which gives him the opportunity to field a huge infantry army, but so far, how it looks like it, no Veteran C1 upgrade, infantry upgrade, which means the infantry sections won't be as effective. And considering that with Indian artillery you kind of want to field a big infantry army, it's definitely not the way to go. Mortar now on the way from Nas Markov to counter the MG.
The battle is going our way. Keep going. Well,
Obviously a nice tool against the MG, but I wouldn't say the MG is a big of a threat at the moment. Nice use of the Grenadier heal there.
The beggars are threatening a victory point. Enemy ground forces have claimed a sector.
Ares should be way more aggressive with the Wilberwind and try to deny more fuel. He is ahead. And don't give Markov the opportunity to take up for tier 4. AT-Gun gets a connecting shot in with maybe a second one. Here we go. Wilberwind has to fall back. Infiltration grenades into nothing.
Our opponent is in control of all victory points.
Wilbur should fall back and repair. You have so many pioneers.
We've lost.
Ares, use them. Markov has a lot of resources in the bank. He should definitely utilize them. Either take up for tier 4, maybe. Here we go. Caster's Curse. Still enough resources maybe for a second
The enemy
Gurkha.
has pushed us back from our sector.
Maybe a second AT gun. Or if he can like stall a little bit longer, he could get the Matilda. Considering that Ares only has access a Shrek's SAT at the moment,
Aren't making it back to HQ.
Matilda will definitely hurt. But the loss of the Sepper obviously will not hurt. Now he kinda needs the Sepper as well. Meanwhile, Ares has unlocked Blitzkrieg, so we are 9 CPs away from the Tiger, if I recall correctly. Tier 4, by the way, also now coming up for Ares, but P4 is still a little bit off. And considering that the Matilda is really good against the P4, last Markov, if he does it correctly, can be in a comfortable spot there. But he still needs a new Sapper. And the infantry upgrade, probably anti-tank upgrade, so the Matilda will definitely help, but it won't be the cure for all his problems. Meanwhile, we have Breakthrough again being used.
Commander, enemy forces hold all victory points. Sector lost. Repeat, sector lost.
AT-Gun gets a connecting shot in. Overall though, Wilberwind is really being played conservative. No big in-all pushes.
You have command point.
But also only being used like relatively concentrated over their side. And it's not a Matilda, it's a Crusader. That's an interesting choice. I don't want to say the Crusader is bad, it's actually a really decent unit, but against Shreks
Pushing hard.
and being on the back foot, I don't like the Crusader because it's like the strength is in this mass. But he might be able to wipe both Jaegers, that would be huge.
Lost the sector.
But first the Matilda needs to get, Crusader needs a connecting shot. Let's see how greedy Markov will play it. One Jaeger's dead, will he get the other one as well? Nope. And the Shrek Jaeger actually survived, that's the worst thing that could happen there to him. Now Sapper yet from Nas Markov, a little bit sloppy there micro-wise, not queuing up the units that he needs and flooding a lot of manpower. Which I would say he's not, obviously not the most experienced Co-3 player, but he's still a relatively experienced Co-player overall. So, flooding a lot of manpower does not feel like the experience that he has. AT-Gun number 2 is now in the queue. P4 now on the way for Ares as well. Oh, Snare will be in.
Victory point.
Or not? Why no Snare? If he could have snared, he would have been with the AT gun back then, wouldn't be able to kill the Crusader, but still.
The enemy has our victory
Forcing an
point
engine
now.
damage ain't that bad, I would say. Meanwhile, Nosmakov still having a big trouble getting fuel control, only at 8 fuel per minute.
Anti-tank weapon and crew on the field.
Second 6-pounders on the field.
Additional ordnance is being made available to artillery crews.
Look at the fallen leaf skin. Such a beauty. But it could have way more twigs on it. But still, looks amazing. P4 Osvin combo will definitely be painful there, and will force off Nosmakov even more. Double AT gun might even, with mortar and MG, might even be a smart way to take support weapon
Victory
upgrade
point is being overrun.
to get the rate of fire buff. MG gets the recruit and will probably get the straight AT gun. Might get the shot in. Nope.
Victory point belongs to the enemy.
AT gun gets a connecting shot in. Oh, Nosmakov is definitely over micro there, being red pinned.
Marshal all victory points. Act now.
MG mortar will be forced off. Snare hits the
Lost
Crusader.
the sector to the enemy.
But still, Ares has an amazing map control, which will
We have a we're
mean
losing
he will get out the second P4 soon. Nope, he gets the assault group. Okay. Why get the assault group if you could build the
a munitions point is being
Uh,
overrun.
explanation mark brackets? Or bracket. Brackets or bracket? Oh, Wirbelwind might go down. Nope, P4 is now going in.
Our supply line
But yeah, why get the Stoßtruppen if you can build it? Like, isn't the advantage of being the colon that you can get it way earlier? He's getting the Stummel conversion as well, so
Crusader
it
crew
feels a little bit off. Second Crusaders on the field. However, Nosmakov not feeling that well, already being below 100 VPs, even soon falling behind 75 VPs.
The beggars are threatening a munitions point.
What? We mistold it before. Yeah, noob caster, man. Where did it die? Over here. Low.
Territory lost.
Oh, Stummel will go down. Is Nosmakov stabilizing? He only has one AT option with the Broom Bear dead.
Cutting it a bit fine here. We're down to only 50 points.
50 VPs remaining. Nosmakov's now stabilizing with the P4 dead. And I think Ares is making the Nah, he does not have the manpower for the next P4, but if he is trying to stall for the Tiger, he might throw the game there. Ares now has... it was a weird choice to call in the Stoßtruppen with the Stummel.
Victory point under enemy control.
Meanwhile, we have some good old mind sweeping there.
To enemy action.
Oh boy, infantry section.
Victory point is in enemy hands.
Oh my god.
Sectors are ready
Snare
to be
killed the
barraged at the first
Crusader.
sign of enemy
Don't
activity.
like that, man. Don't repair close to the front.
Being overrun.
Yeah, man, Markov, you were doing so well and then you do things like that. Don't do things like that.
A victory point is being overrun. Royal Engineers on the field and ready for your orders.
A second Gurkha would be really good, I think. Like, obviously get the second Crusader because he has the resources for it now.
We have a stockpile of command points available.
But then the second Gurkha might do the trick. Oh, why are you staying in combat that long with your Crusader against the Shrek? Shreks are your arch nemesis, and though Ares has enough CP for the Tiger, and Tiger's not that far off, and with the Tiger on the field soon,
Under enemy control.
I don't see Markov making a comeback there, especially with only 38 VPs in the bank.
Frontline sectors are ready to be barraged at the first sign of enemy activity, Commander.
He's lucky that repair squads are not taking the same damage as in Co 2. Tiger now has been unlocked. Only manpower is lacking.
A victory point.
Oh, and Tiger will hit like a brick. No targets switch there. Infantry section will make it home alive.
The enemy has our victory point now.
And Ares calls the GD, but I don't think he's calling it for himself.
All victory points are under enemy control. We must counterattack.
Gurkha has to go home, but well, you can't go home with only 6 LVPs on the clock.
Pull back and regroup. The enemy's won this round.
To be honest, I think Nazmakov had the shot there with the double Crusader, but he was just not able to maintain the proper front line. Ares was not even needing to call in the Tiger. Damn. Let's have a look at the stats quickly. But yeah, nothing unusual there, I would say. But it kind of tells the story that Nazmakov, even though he went Indian, didn't have way more infantry killed. Normally, Indian artillery and with a huge infantry army, you can really overrun your enemy. And also not going for Valor. If you go like going Warcry is obviously not a bad choice, but then you have to use it. Otherwise, Valor is better. So, guys, see you in a bit. All right. Since how it looks like it will take a little bit longer till the next game is up. Let's have a look at the brackets and other things on the website. So let's see if I'm be able to pull it off with the right hotkey there. Nope. Here we go. Overall sign-up field looks really great, right? We have Ray, also known as Asher. We had the moment following this game, Ares against Nosmarkov. And the win of the set has immediately to play against Orange Pest. Obviously not the most ideal thing, but still. At least they won in the first round. Kozak has to wait against Red Wings and Rice Devils. Like an amazing sign-up field. I really hope that Jezelin will perform better than the last time. He already performed well, right? He got 4th place. But I would say he can perform even better considering his past tournament performances. And guys, let's have a look of other things. For example, we are running multiple games on the MetaPlay site. So if you want to check out Haloverse 2, it's a budget version of Co 3, also a squad-based RTS, but no near to the masterpiece of the Co franchise can offer there, Kappa. And Age of Mythology. Age of Mythology will start later in November with a huge tournament there. So if you want to check that out, as I definitely say you should follow or even create an account on the website if you want to take part. And without the support of you guys, we would never ever be able to run this. So if you have some spare coins flying around, please feel free to support us. You can either do a direct donation to the league's prize pool, which will increase the finals prize pool significantly. We started with a flat £700, and now we are at £775, which is already great, but we can do better than the Haloverse 2 guys. Like I said, they're just a budget version of us, so we can do way better there, right? And if you want to support us like long-term wise, consider to drop a subscription on the website, which kind of works like a Patreon. It is meant more towards the upkeep of the website, but also like other support things. So it means it does not increase the prize pools immediately if you do that, but in the long term it will be, because have a look at the goals. If we can get like $500, which I know it's a lot, but we can then host each month a show match between decent players that you can watch in combination, or to make more esports happening, and also then might be able to increase prize pools overall in the long term. So, and we are really close to unlocking the first level, right? 6 cents. Come on, guys, 6 cents is something we can easily pull off. It would be greatly appreciated. So, guys, wrong hotkey. Here we go. I really hope you enjoy it and consider supporting us. It will help us greatly. Also, yeah, I will drop the ball there already. We as MetaPlays we have decided to continue the support of Co 3 into the next year as well, with at least 1 more or 2 seasons next year. So it's definitely worth it to support. The support will pay off because we'll be doing more, and obviously with more support we'll be able to do more great things. So I really hope you enjoy what we are doing, and let's see you in a bit. And here we go. Game number 2 between Markov and Ares on Viella Fiore. And this time we have Ares, the god of war,
Holstered and are ready for combat.
as USF, going for Armored Battle Group and going for Assault Engineers. No veteran Vet 1 Jeeps right away. So let's see how this plays out. On the other side, Nosmarkov is going as Wehrmacht, who would have thought, and going for Luftwaffe, starting with a Captain and a Grenadier. So nothing unusual there, even though I would say Captain is becoming
Engineers are entering the
less
field.
common, especially on maps, on the smaller maps, but maybe on Viella Fiore, considering how big it is, it might work out just fine. No Falchion Pioneer, and I don't think we are going to see one. Full Grenadiers is the meta at the moment. Ares deviated from that last game, but still,
Riflemen ready.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see triple or even 4 Grenadiers. Meanwhile, Rifles now out from Ares. Assault Engineers being used as a defensive cap unit. I'm not the biggest fan of it, considering the Assault Grenadiers are a really decent early game fighting tool. But on the other hand, maybe he won't stall with them till he has enough resources for a flamethrower. And here we go. Soon we have the first engagement going on in the middle.
Under fire. Small arms. Jump to it, boys.
Rifleman against Grenadier, a little bit of dancing there. Markov will keep the middle.
They're saying hi, boys.
Riflemen are partially in green cover now.
We have riflemen taking
But now
the
with the
field.
support of the second Grenadier soon, I don't think Ares will be able to win this engagement. And he will definitely fall back once he sees the second Grenadier. Meanwhile, Pioneer against... I nearly called them Real Colons. No, Scouts, obviously, going into the building. Which means you will have the infinite stall there going. Rifleman has to fall. Yeah, I'm not sure if Ares want to take this engagement even longer. Now, even with the support of the second Rifleman, I'm not sure if he can win it. This Rifleman is so low. And Nosmarkov did not drop a single model only now. And still he will be forced off there. Soon he... Oh! Grenadier retreats.
Our line is collapsing.
The pure
Enemy
threat of
taking
the
our point.
second Rifleman was doing his job.
Rifle. We've lost
But
the territory
second
sector.
or third Grenadier is coming into the support. Closing it for Ares will now backfire. He will be definitely forced off. Will he be able to force off the other Grenadier as well? It does not look like it. And here we go. He's forced off. And Smarkov now has the
Roger that.
opportunity
Mechanized research initiative. Enemy
to gain
movement
control
to the
of the
victory point.
middle. Meanwhile, we have mechanized support center coming in. Which is not... It's unusual. Not as unusual as the air support center would be, but still. Considering that you mainly see infantry support center at the moment. Some good old minesweeping with the Grenadier squad. More mines coming down, which means no flamer there yet from Ares.
Damn it! Territory sector claimed by the enemy.
Riflemen in the meanwhile getting beaten up by a Grenadier and they can't return fire. That's Markov tanking Panzer Grenadier Company. Probably will we see some AT gun,
Support center
gaming.
upgraded.
Scout gets forced off. Overall great map control though from, or relatively great map control from Ares. But the Captain obviously is the terrorist unit of map control.
The enemy have taken territory from us.
Interestingly, Nosmarkov went for the heal in the tier 0 building. Considering that Med Bunker heal is the way to do it at the moment, I'm a little bit surprised there.
Captured a victory point.
And also he did not go for a 4th Grenadier, nor infantry quarters, which is also like highly unusual at the moment, I would say. Normally you get like 4 tier 1 units out before you take up. Captain, as expected, will try to decap everything. Here we go. Pigren is out, but did he lose the Grenadier? Or did he refit one Grenadier? Because I'm pretty sure there was Noobcaster order. Then it's even more unusual. Like, Grenadiers are so good at the moment in the early game against Riflemen with infantry quarters that transferring them away is really not the thing to do it. And considering that getting a Pigren like the double way is even cheaper, right? If you consider build cost of the Grenadier, and then the transfer cost is like more expensive than just getting a Panzer Grenadier. The second Panzer Grenadier is on the way.
We have recovery vehicles ready to take the field.
Fast deployment is unlocked and recovery vehicle. But I don't think we are going to see any vehicle anytime soon there. Ah, Greyhounds probably, right? You want to do shotgun Greyhounds? Flamer proc there, but will be forced off.
A fuel point is being seized by the enemy.
That's a fair point, but Pigrens already have such a good timing that you really don't need
The sector's been overrun. It's theirs now.
a timing increase there, because you don't get much out of it. AT gun on the way from Nosmarkov, and Greyhound is on the way, as expected. Let's check if we have shotgunning unlocked. Nope.
Our Greyhound is here.
Here we go. We have Pintle first.
A victory point has fallen into enemy control. We're losing a fuel point.
AT gun will be on the field. The risk is though, with only 2 Grenadiers now on the field, if Ares goes full LV all in with the shotgun, he will easily be able to overrun Markov due to the lack of a snare option. Here we go. Rearm and refit is coming in.
Victory point now under enemy control.
Big ammo lead there for Ares will be definitely beneficial there. Being able to get maybe a second Greyhound then, and also be able to afford then all the upgrades there. Here we go, shotgun has been unlocked. And now there are so many Pigrens on the field. The lack of snares will definitely hurt. AT gun gets a connecting shot in, but look at the HP damage there from the shotgun. Today it's only Olvadi. I hope, guys, you can cope with that. Due to me the need of having my first appointment about my bachelor thesis, and I had to do some research about it and so on this week, it was really like stressful. Therefore I didn't have really time to organize a co-caster there. I hope, guys, you can cope with that.
Reports of enemy movement near our victory point.
Full retreat there.
Lost control of a sector.
Won a cast ender in the next game.
They've taken our victory point.
I thought you had now joined the comedy club and consider a career there, Kerpa, instead of becoming a professional co-free player, Kerpa. Look, I can also tell jokes. Here we go. Shotgun is on the way. But no snare there.
Anti-tank team on the field.
AT gun now out from Ares.
Territory point is no longer under our control.
And here we go, more shotgunning, and AT gun obviously has to do some overtime there. You want to drive around the cover, so cover is not directional there for you. Captain decides to die. The terrorist unit of capping is dead. Greyhound needs some repair. Bars on the way, so that means no second all-in Greyhound. That's actually really interesting to see. Like, I would expect if you go shotgun, you kind of want to utilize that way more. And the second Greyhound would definitely help there. And considering as USF you don't really need to tech for tier 4, you can stay fully tier 3 easily. It's even more surprising. Obviously, with mechanized, you can't field as big of an infantry army as with infantry, but still. Panzer Company now coming up from Markov. Markov not that far off from a P4. Overall, map control really in the favor of North Markov. And look at the shotgun. But way too passive. Like, this should have been a safe wipe. Like, one more shot and this grenadier would have been dead. Overall, way too conservative play there by Ares with the shotgun Greyhound.
Improved vehicle production is in. All vehicles are now
War Machine now has been unlocked.
They've captured a victory point.
And also keep in mind, you can call in the Easy 8, right? So even if Ares decides to get the second Greyhound, he still can get out an Easy 8 in a reasonable timing, considering that Easy 8 is a decent tank, some would say. It's fine to do that. Even though War Machine does not apply to the call in Easy 8, but still, great. Second AT gun got cancelled, now a mortar's on the way. Mortar's a weird choice, considering that Ares only has one support weapon, and that's only an AT gun. And we have a dead Greyhound on our hand, probably. Nope. Slight mismicro there from Markov. Snaring immediately and not waiting till the AT gun gets the first shot in.
A victory point is under attack. We must act.
P4 on the way from Markov, second AT gun on the way from Ares. Some more mines coming down, that's really good to see. Overall, relatively even map control regarding fuel. Oh, that's unfortunate. The sweeper was just one tile away from revealing the mine over here. So, one Pigrin model died. But on the other hand, he has infantry reserve, so manpower won't be an issue for the Wehrmacht player. Interestingly to see, Ares, the normal way to play USF with advanced logistics, where you normally see the huge USF army, won't happen this game, and we will see that though from the Wehrmacht player. Shotgunning on the way. AT gun will get one shot in.
We're tracking them on 300 points.
Greyhound will get away. The Greyhound is doing great damage, don't get me wrong, but rearm and refit is also not that cheap, which makes it a weird choice. Third AT gun on the way against the P4. Feels like of an overinvestment. By the way, we have snares and grenades from Ares. I'm just not sure if Ares is able to maintain a front line and maintain a proper front line to defend the AT guns. AT guns get some nice damage in. Third AT gun is now out.
Reports of enemy movement near our victory point.
Shotgun, here we go. Might get the wipe if he commits. Nope.
They've taken our victory point.
In the meantime, Osmarkov is gaining control of the right-hand side. Only 3 riflemen though. Maybe a 4th rifleman would make sense. We have a Stoßtruppen on the way from Markov. And now you can see the beauty of infantry reserves on the amount of elite infantry that Markov is able to field. Two riflemen are coming over with the support of 1 AT gun. But AT gun is a little bit at a weird position. But it should be fine.
You have 3 command points available.
Also, we have an MG on the field. And I don't see Ares recovering from that anytime soon. Especially with such a awful ATM position, where the P4 can just hide behind the building. Keep in mind, score is 1-1, and that's a dead shotgun. Nope, smoke saved the day. Satchel, boys! But MG survives.
Seek and destroy tactics available. Vehicle crews have clearance to advance.
Tank depot on the way from Ares tier 4, which means unlocked buildable AZ-8. It feels really wonky what Ares is doing there. It can easily fall apart there. And I have to admit, I'm extremely surprised that Ares has roughly 200 VPs of elite, even though Nosmarkov has, in my opinion, the way stronger army.
Defend our victory point. We're losing it.
And I think once Nosmarkov has skill planes unlocked, Ares will be really have a tough time, even with the EZ-8 to gain map control. Stoßtruppen doing Stoßthings. Look, he's not chasing here! Like you could chase till he meets resistance and then fall back, right? He might have even got the wipe there, but he never commits. He's not really like playing to the strength of the shotgun. Now attack on ground, please. AT guns now have to run. Snares are connect, but there's nothing to finish off the P4. And the AT guns now are in a pickle. But Nosmarkov decides not to pursue. Greyhound is doing a good job, but I still think it could have to do way more job. Second P4 is on the way. And I think once the second P4 is out, Markov will be pop capped. 4th rifleman finally on the way for Ares.
Riflemen are ready.
Meanwhile, Ares tries to break into middle, but against the MG there and with the mortar, unlikely. Oh, nice nade! That will do no damage. Wow. But the P4 will obviously deny the rifleman there in the building. Rifleman has to run. AT-Gun can get some nice shots in. One connects and the other one is not an angle to fire.
Enemy movement near victory point.
You have to admit though, Ares is doing an amazing job with the Greyhound on the flank. It's played conservative, but maybe that's the reason why Ares is able to hold the flanks that well.
They've taken our victory point.
I still don't understand the mortar choice though. Like, against triple AT guns, there are probably better options. But, well, it's doing a little bit of damage, but not that much. So it's kind of that pop cap. Nasmakov could get one more infantry squad, then he would be pop capped. Ares, meanwhile, only sitting at 60 pop cap. 30 pop cap lead there for Nasmakov. And he's still not able to gain majority of the map control. Oh, that will hurt if he throws a bundle there. Nope, no bundle. AT-Gun will get the crude. Or nope, because of target switch. But he might get this AT-Gun.
We've lost an anti-tank gun.
AT-Gun gets recaptured, so no big losses there for Ares. And nice try, but I don't think he's doing the dance in the smoke. But I don't think it will work out. AT-Guns are coming over. Will the Greyhound survive? Nope. It would have been glorious. But the P4 is now in the struggle. AT-Guns are setting up snares coming in. No engine damage, but should be enough. Second snares on the way. Was not even needed.
Commander, we've lost the sector.
And P4 gets replaced with its big brother, the Brumba. Nice try with the nade. But Rifleman now is in a pickle. But Rifleman should get away. Looks like it. AT-Gun gets the crude though. So we have pickled AT-Gun. Nasmakov decides not to steal it, but try to destroy it, and P4 can't hit it. Because target size. AT-Gun gets recaptured, and oh boy. Triple AT-Guns are opening fire, but the last shot does not connect. Easy 8 is out. AT-Gun gets the crude again. Let's see how much of Ares will push. Will he push to the edge of the universe there and kill the P4? Nope, he does not commit. I think the Rifleman died over here to a bundle nade. I hope you like Rifleman confetti.
Enemy activity near our munitions point.
In the meantime, Nasmakov was able to slowly equalize the VPs, but he's still slightly behind, but not for much longer though. No satchel luck this time. Easy 8 getting the pintle. It's so weird to see Wehrmacht with a mortar against USF and not the other way around, as is usually it is. Second Pioneer on the way. Ares in the meantime getting slowly grinded down.
All victory points. Crowds are pushing
He has a
us
really,
back.
really tough time there.
250.
Brumba is pushing forward.
Our enemy has turned
The
the
shell
tide.
man. Actually looked like more of a mortar bomb than an actual tank shell. It's interesting, right? Like, a lot of decent players consider USF to be the best faction at the moment. Like, by a large margin. And then, if we like watch the last tournament in the finals, all games were won by Wehrmacht. Or by Axis, not Wehrmacht only, also DEC. However, during the earlier rounds, like semi-finals and so on, USF clearly dominated. So it's either the bias that people think USF is the strongest faction, at least according to some, or it's just a certain playstyle of USF, and if you don't replicate it, like Ares is like doing at the moment, he's not doing the horde of infantry there. IT gun is not firing, but will get decrewed. It's really hard. Or just Wehrmacht got so much better the last patch. AT gun gets decrewed, but the verbal, or the easy 8 rather, is the pickle. The building in the middle is already pretty damaged. MG42 got decrewed, will be stolen by Ares. That would be a huge pickup there. AT guns are running into the death. They're setting up. Get double shot in against the P4 no has to run. Skill planes are on the way. Easy 8 has to run, gets a connecting shot in. But P4s on the other side can't commit.
Defend our victory point. We're losing.
Easy 8 just survives with just enough HP. Easy 8 is getting repaired. Second Easy 8 is now out, and Ares is slowly building up a tank army. In the meantime, he lost another. Oh no, never mind. He has 3 riflemen. Second P4 on the way from Markov. That they didn't fix the bug so far with the planes on the minimap. It's glorious. Oh, Brumbear might be out of position. What's up, Daniel? Well, you missed the Brit game in game number 1. And how often do you see Brits? Brumbear will get away. P4 can't come out because of PopCap. P-Grants are doing God's work, but Rathman also doing an amazing job, especially with a stolen MG42. A wonderful good day, Fred. Easy 8 gets a warm welcome there from the Pack 40. What does the Easy 8 get from Mechanized, actually? From Rearm and Refit? And why does my screen